Hey, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. It's Coach Hunt. And I just wanted to talk about my understanding of how life just continues to unfold as we look at it as our playground. Oh, so many years I have wasted, and I'm not going to, yes, wasted. I've wasted in thinking and really believing that our playground or earth was not our playground, but it was more of a school. The philosophy in my youth was school, which meant only learning lessons, being taught. Because when I thought of school, I also thought of punishment. Because when I went to school, at least, back in the day, because I'm in my crown era, so we're talking about the 70s, and I went to private school, they used to spank. And so as in elementary, in private school, we used to get spankings or whoopings or on the wall with a paddle, like a for real wood paddle that they were pop our butts when we were disobedient. And so I grew up hearing that, earth is school. It's earth school. And I never resonated with that because that always resonated with me as hurt, as punishment, as if I'm not gonna do good, then I must be doing bad, and everything that's bad happened to me is because I wasn't doing the right thing, and so if I'm not doing it right, then I'm failing, and so there was this snowball effect that just didn't allow me to blossom and grow like I truly felt that my spirit wanted me to do. And for me, that was just it feels like wasted time and wasted energy, but I know that in this time of life, nothing is truly wasted. It's just, it taught me to know that that was not the best solution for me when it comes to life and living, being on this earth, that is. And when I learned through my intuitive ways and knowledge, and I got the the understanding that earth is our playground, then it became more fun. It became more exciting. It became more understanding that I'm able to play either by myself or with other people, meaning I can co create. I'm always co creating with spirit, right? But I can also co create with other people. I can co create with you, my best friend. I co create at work. And I'm always co creating with someone else when I'm interchanging in a relationship. That's co-creating something. I'm co-creating I co-created my children with my ex-husband and my other partner. And so playground for me just works better intuitively in my crown era because nobody wants to be in a lesson forever. Now, I also know that because Earth is our playground, or at least that's my new belief system, I'm rewriting my own narrative that I do learn lessons when I'm on the playground. It is a learning. When you play, you learn, right? That's the only way humans learn is through play. We don't learn through work. No, 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 no. We don't learn through work. We learn through play. We learn through taking action and looking at that action, reflecting on that action to see if we are getting the desired reaction or opportunity or whatever needs to be manifested. And so then it becomes a game. I love the way when people talked about, mostly the men, they talked about the game of life and the actual game that is of life. I remember used to playing that game where we had to put our little cards and we picked a career, and either we picked a college or we picked this other career, and it only has those two paths, right? But in reality, we have infinite paths to get to the things that we want to do. And wouldn't that be something if somebody can create a game that talked about life as a playground where there's infinite paths? I mean, AI, I'm sure can do it now, but if any designers out there, please create that. And so that every time you go through the simulation, your end result is always different because every individual life is always different. Our end result is going to be different. We're going to come up with strategies and tragedies within our lives. But either way, it's still a playground. We're still being curious about what is going to unveil in the moment and within time. So I was talking with my son's grandmother today, and she will be 82 come this month. And she was just telling me all these little stories because right now I just listen. And she was talking about other people were saying that, she repeats herself and she's not trying to claim no dementia and stuff like that. But, she still drives, she's still active, she's still in her garden, she still wants to dress up, she still goes to church, she still does all these things. Now, personally, I can't even see myself in my 80s. I just my brain doesn't fathom it. I don't know if I'm going to be here that long, but I do want to leave a legacy and I do want to continue to still play. But this the excitement of her being in her crown era. Now, I will say this, she has a lot of wisdom, and I will be sitting more at her feet and having an open dialogue and just receiving that wisdom. And that will also shift and change me to see life differently because she is still married. She is still with Papa. They still have love for each other. They've stopped fussing long time ago. They've learned to enjoy each other's company just by sitting in the same room. I mean, you're 80, but they still go out, they still dress up. And I think that is really cute to be able to have a partner that you can still be able to do that with. I think that is the intention of life to be able to grow old with someone, even if it's not the same one that you started off with. Hopefully, you'll be able to end your life with partnerships with somebody whom you truly love. That's very exciting to me. That possibility is I'm open for that. Yeah. So what if joy was your primary pursuit moving forward? What if joy was the only way that you saw life the only way you saw life through that lens? Or what if excitement was your primary reason to be here, or adventure to be able to understand and see things in different ways? Or what if love was your primary way of living here? It's got to be different than having a lesson. It's gotta be, because there's so many vast opportunities out here at all ages that we can do. A lot of times when I think about my intuition, like for today, my intuition wanted me to go buy some flowers, and so I bought some flowers, and while I was ruminating or thinking about this, when I was at recess, AKA the gym, I thought to myself, "Why do you want me to buy flowers, Spirit?" And Spirit was like, "This is a transition for you." And I'm like, "A transition? Another one, Spirit? Why do I got a transition?" But the transition is showing I'm graduating from something and I'm moving into something else. And I thought about and then Spirit gave me the reason why a lot of times that we utilize flowers as that transition symbol, that congratulations, you did this and now you're moving on to something else. And I never put that together until today. So we get flowers sometimes for birthdays, depending on how old you are. But we get flowers at graduation. We get flowers when we get married. Graduation, we moving from a student to back into the real life. When we're married, we have those flowers from single to married. Even when we die, they give us flowers to know that we are no longer here in the body and we move to spirit. And when I think about flowers, I'm like, yes, we do pick them at their ripest, beautifulest part, and we allow them to slowly die or slowly transition into the next form in the vase. And so these is going to be my symbol as my transition, especially as we begin to move into spring. I'm reminded while I'm on this playground that something new is coming into my life. Something new for myself is transitioning again because for some reason God loves me to transition. But I'm thinking of it as, what if this new transition is opening up me to co-create so much more for so many people to do so many things? Because Earth is our playground. I'm able to frolic, dance, uh, run, jump, just be in awe at what the world has for myself. I'm gonna see the world in different lenses, like a kaleidoscope. I was speaking about that. I mentioned to somebody else that today that we see life through kaleidoscopes, or we are a kaleidoscope because we keep changing with every frame, with every decision, with every movement. Our energy changes, the our aura changes, and how we see life changes. It just continues to evolve. And evolution is, how do I want to say it? Evolution is not an obligation. It's just a necessary thing to do. It's necessary. So I want to just end this video with saying, how will you be willing to transition with ease? If it's, do you want to transition fast? Do you want to transition slow through another opportunity within this playground that we call Earth? Because Spirit is asking us to continue to evolve over and over and over again. And we have to heed that call to have a fulfillment within ourselves. And for me, that's very important. That's the most important thing that we can do while we're living on this playground. And I'm just excited about that. And that's what makes life different. That's what makes life wonderful. That's what makes life brilliant when we co create with one another. So if you guys have any need any clarity about being in this playground and how you see life versus a school and just only having learning lessons and being obedient and having right or wrong, know that this is our playground to co-create, to love, to have excitement, to have joy, and overall to have ourself, the soul evolving life force, to move beyond what we ever need, ask, or think, because that's what it is. I love you guys so much. It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interest at heart. Go ahead and subscribe, like the YouTube channel. And if you're looking to have some more coaching and detail 101, you can find that information in the description box. And I got you, and I love you. I have your greatest interest at heart, you guys. Bye.